We are MDT Repairs. We are a cell phone repair shop located in Douglasville, Georgia. Today we will be performing an iPhone 13 Pro disassembly. In this video we will attempt to show you how to take apart your iPhone 13 Pro. Now we know from experience that the iPhone 12 and the 13 series are pretty much the same when it comes to repairs, so let's begin. Here we are using a CPV heating mat to loosen up the water resistant seal. We'll leave it in the oven for about 5 minutes. That should help us remove the screen from the frame a lot easier than trying to just pry it out. We don't recommend that. Meanwhile, we want to let you know that this repair is not as easy as it can look to be, especially if you don't have the tools needed nor the experience. At least that's what Apple is warning you about in their self-service repair program. But we will discuss Apple's self-service repair program on another video. I'll fast forward this video for you to the part, or the exciting part, and the nerve-wracking part of removing the screen for this iPhone 13 Pro. Okay fellas, to separate the screen from the frame of the iPhone, we will use heat only and 99% isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol will not harm your device. In fact, it is what every technician uses for cell phone repair, tablet repair, computer repair, or any type of electronic repair. We'll then use our suction cup to help us lift that screen up. We're also using a sharp blade to pry the bottom of the screen and be able to give us that first gap that we need. We feel like starting at the bottom gives us more room and more confidence to be lifting up the screen, which is where we find the frame of the OLED screen to be thicker, or that's what we've seen on the iPhone 12 series. Now we want to use our iFlex tool to continue to pry the screen from the frame. We will work all the way around the screen, prying up. And before I forget to mention, we are also using this rotating fixture to help us hold the phone in place. The fixture was intended for backlash repair, but we are using it for the iPhone 12 and 13 series screen removal. Once your screen is lifted up, you want to test it, and most importantly, turn your device off so that you can open it up just like this. It opens up like a book. Let's take a look at the inside of your device, and what do we have? A15 Bionic chip. That's beautiful. I don't like Apple, but I do like Apple. Alright, so here we have the metal shields that are going to be holding down the flex cables that are attached to the screen. We'll go ahead and remove those carefully. Using your tri-wing, you are going to be removing your screws. Make sure you map them out so that you don't lose them. I recommend using a magnetic mat or something to hold down your screws. We have plenty of space here, so we'll just use our rubber mat that we have here. So now that we have removed our first shield, we want to remove the battery, so we can avoid any problems or issues with your device. Okay, let's do a little close-up here so that you can see a little bit better. You don't see my hairs. And we'll proceed to disconnect our flex cable. That is only one. All right, perfect. Only one flex to the screen. We'll remove our second shield, and we'll see what's at the bottom of it. Okay, so we see that here on the top metal shield we have two tri-wing screws. On the other two are going to be Phillips screws. We will remove those in just a second. So here we have it, our Phillips screw head driver. Remove one. You want to be really careful. You don't want to unfold the screen too far out because you can tear up the flex cables. Alrighty. So now we remove our shield, and whoop, only one. Let's see. Yeah. So we have here only one flex cable to the top of the screen. Wow, that's amazing. So no more Face ID components on the actual screen. Alrighty, so let's see. Alrighty, pretty compact device, powerful device. Alright, Apple, you're doing a good job, I guess. Alright, so continue to use our tri-wing screwdriver. We'll remove the third shield, and I believe this is going to be for our camera. Well, which is an expensive camera. Alrighty, so let's see. Oh, we almost forgot one screw, which is at the top, and we have to use a Phillips screwdriver. Alrighty. So remember, you gotta keep everything in order, how you remove it, so that you don't forget. So let's clean up a little bit. Let's create more space. I'll move my shields out of the way. Okay, so now we'll begin to disconnect our flex cables. Which ones are we going to disconnect? Camera cables. How many are they? Only one, two. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's only two flex cables to our camera. Is it? Yes. Nope. Okay, let's put that back. And let's go ahead and pull our camera out. Let's take a look at this camera. So, alright, let's focus there. Okay. Yep. That's it. That's your expensive camera. Taking up a lot of space now. Different from what we've seen on the iPhone X, iPhone 8 Plus. So let's see. Alrighty. Now, what should we remove next? Remember, this is our first time, one, making a video, two, taking apart the iPhone 13 Pro. So let's continue to remove all the visible shields and screws. Well, we'll learn together. Alrighty, so we have another shield for a connector, which we don't know what type of connector this is. And I believe this is going to be for our charge port. It looks like a charge port. Yes, so let's disconnect our charge port now. And come on, come on. Alright, okay. So wait a minute. They added glue, they added adhesive to the flex cable that it's going right over the SIM card reader. So let's go ahead and lift that up. Let's move it out of the way. What we're trying to do right now is we're going to be removing the motherboard itself. So I'm scared. I don't know what to remove next. Alright, so maybe we should remove the battery next. How should we remove the battery? Okay, yep, battery it is. Let's remove this battery right now. Alright, so let's take out the SIM card. Alrighty, and once again we'll place it on the heat mat. That will loosen up the adhesive that it's holding down the battery. And remember, we're only using heat and isopropyl alcohol for battery removals. Okay, we might be doing another video on battery removals, so don't get lazy like I did, and please remove shields and speaker and also your Taptic engine to create more space for you to get inside that battery or under the battery, because you will need to be pulling out the tabs that come with the battery. Alrighty, so you just pull it, gently pull it. If you need the adhesive to be a little bit more loose, all you have to do is drop 1 or 2 little drops of isopropyl alcohol, and let's remove it. Unfortunately, mine ripped, but here it is. The battery is out. Pretty big battery. Should be lasting at least 2 days. Right, Apple, come on, you can do better. My sister had the 12 series, and she had the 13 series, and her battery was dropping pretty fast. She didn't like it. So let's see. Okay, what else do we have here that we can remove? Or okay, so that's our charge port right here. So charge port can stay, doesn't matter. Let's release the rest of these flex connectors or flex cables. That's going to be a flex cable for your charging, for your wireless charging pad. So now let's remove, what should we remove next? Okay, let's unplug these two connectors right here. This is going to be the speaker and the front facing camera. Yep, that's it. Alrighty. Then we have another flex cable and another one. Okay, we also have, I believe, to be our Wi-Fi antenna. So now, once we lift up all these connectors, we will be able to remove the motherboard. So let's see, what else do we have here? What else is missing? Oh yes, the 5G antenna. Alright, 5G antenna, it is going to be attached to the right side of your frame, and it's only going to be held down by this sticky little shield. It's plastic, I believe. So we find where the screw goes and we remove the screw. Once we remove the screw, we can now disconnect the antenna. Where is it? Alrighty, it's going to be right there. Okay, so you can, that creates enough space for you to actually separate that shield that is holding down the antenna. Alrighty, so you see that connector. We're going to disconnect the 5G antenna, and there it is. That's your 5G antenna right there. It is soldered onto your motherboard. So you want to be really careful with this one. It is not replaceable. I mean, yes, you can replace it, but obviously if you rip it, you will have to spend extra money to replace this 5G antenna. Yes, we can solder a 5G antenna to a phone. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really worked on iPhone 12 series or 13 series with 5G antennas, so we'll have to leave that for another video maybe. You will find that the 5G antenna on the upper side, so it kind of goes into an L shape, alrighty, but it's gonna run against a little metal piece that is on the frame when it comes out from the frame right below where the camera sits. So you're gonna wanna remove that sticker shield, which is pretty much just holding down the antenna. So we'll remove it right here, and then you'll be able to detach your antenna for that from that little piece of frame that's holding it down. Alrighty, so now again, oops, excuse my hairs. Alrighty, so again, you want to be really careful. It is flexible, but you don't want to bend it too much where you can cause a damage to it. Alright, so now let's remove our anchor screw from the motherboard. Now that we have our 5G antenna loosened up, we should be able to remove our motherboard and we should be able to just pull it out. So let's see, what else am I missing here? Okay, let's see. Again, it is my first time removing or taking apart an iPhone 13 Pro. So we'll keep finding. So that's another antenna. Let's see. Where is it? Excuse my hairs. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what I'm missing. What am I missing here? Why is it not coming off? I don't have any screws holding it down. I don't think. Okay, so what's this flex? Okay, so here it is. Look. Alrighty, so I have another flex right here. So disconnect that one. Now we should be able to be pulling it. Uh, come on, come on, come on. What else? What else? All right, take a closer look. Look at this. Dum dum. All right. So another screw, I'm sorry, right there. And it should be able to be pulled out without any further issues. Okay, so let's see. Why am I pulling it? Okay, so let's pull it. What am I doing wrong? You see it, it's halfway out. So why is it not coming out? Okay, let's see. No more screws. Come on. Oh, look at this. All right, so we're able to get it out just by, okay, so I think I was doing it wrong. I should just be able to pull it straight up instead of toggling. All right, so there we have it. Our motherboard with our 5G antenna and our A15 Bionic chip. Pretty awesome. Alrighty, so next, what do we have left? Oh, yep, we have our front camera and our ear speaker. Alright, so we'll remove our shield that is holding down our speaker right here. And we're going to be using a tri-win again. And then once we remove all the screws, we're going to remove the little shield that's right up here, because there's a secondary screw, which is an anchor screw that's holding down the speaker. So let's pull it out. Comes out pretty easy. Look at the speaker. Nice. And best of all, Face ID module and front facing camera. It comes out like nothing. So here we have it. iPhone 13 Pro disassembly. Next, I think we will do a time lapse on how to put it back together. It's pretty much the reverse of everything. You can see how we have everything here set up and mapped out so that we don't lose parts. Now let's put this thing back together. Thank you for watching, guys. Okay guys, so sorry, first time making a video. We didn't know how to finish up this video. Obviously I wasn't done. I have to seal up the device, so here it is. We'll put the screen back into the frame all the way down. Let's see, make sure all sides are in flush. And make sure you put your phantom lobe or your bottom screws back in place. As you can see, these are the tools that we use to perform the repair. I will list our tools in the description of the video. If you somehow like this video and you would like us to upload more videos about repairs, please give it a like, subscribe, share it, see how many views we can get. Thank you so much. God bless everyone. This was MDT Repairs with an iPhone 13 Pro disassembly and assembly. MDT Repairs. We can fix it.